How are we doing, everyone? Thanks for joining for episode 39. I'm back on the Tench Lake. Like I said, I'm going to try stay on here for a while now. You'll see a shelter's up. If I sort of spin you around, there's some rods there as well. I've already marked the spot up, etc. I'll go into that in a minute, but I'll spin you around, show you where we are, and let's get on with this one. Here's my view for the evening and tomorrow morning. A lot of you won't know this view. There'll be some of you that do. Off the top of my head, Lee, Jim, Luke, there's 3 people I can think of that would know this view because they've actually had it themselves in their own fishing situation over the years. But like I say, 99% of you won't have a bloody clue where I am. Well, I'm back on the Tench Lake and I'm back in the corner swim that I fished before, that I've nicknamed Causeway Corner. It's not called that, I don't think. But I'm going to show you my rods, they're over there. And I'm sat in my shelter where the rods would normally be. I'm fishing out in that sort of openy water area. I've already done some marker work. I've found really 2 lovely spots out there. So all 3 rods are going to go in the open water. I've got 2 choices. I can either say I'm fishing at this many wraps and lie to you all because I need to cover up what I'm doing now, because there seems more and more people are jumping on the back end of what I'm doing, which isn't really that good, is it? Because mostly I'm blanking, but obviously I think I know something they don't. Or I can just be open with you and say I'm not telling you how far I am because I'm trying to keep what I'm doing quiet to myself so nobody jumps on my spots. So we're going to go with the second one. I'm not going to tell you how many wraps I'm fishing. You'll see roughly where I am, but unfortunately there's a couple that watch. One of them is actually sitting in one up now. Can't believe it. Somebody who I'd never thought would be sat in there fishing the spots is actually in there when I drove through the gate when they've got their own spot going and nobody's in their area. Can't work it out, but it is what it is. That's what happens, isn't it? It's not like I've hammered the spot or had any of the big ones off it. I've just had a few fish from that zone, but we're pulling off there now because we need one out of here, so they're welcome to that. But on here I'm taking this as like a fresh start, so no offence is meant. You'll have to sort of gauge roughly how far I'm at in the lake from when I cast in, but as for exact wraps, that's for me to know. And if I catch one, I'll tell you. There's a deal. I'll make a deal with you. If I catch a fish, I'll tell you the wraps. If I don't, you don't need to know because it's a crap spot. So that's what's happening. But firstly, what's happening is I am going to get some food cooked because I'm bloody starving, and I'm not bringing all my cooking kit down here to cook my food, and I can cook it in my van, walk down, eat it, and just have my kettle down here. So I'm going to do that. So the next thing you most likely will see is some burntness, and it should be some good stuff tonight because, yeah, I'm making an effort. I've just got up to walk back to my van just to cook some food up, and I thought, do you know what? I haven't actually shown you the rod setup, so let's do it. Nothing's changed from last night, but in case you didn't watch that vlog before this one, the line is 18-pound KORDA contour fluorocarbon mainline, down to 30 centimetres of dark matter tungsten tubing, KORDA run sleeve, 3-ounce flat swivel pair lead, size 8 quick change swivel. So I'm actually going to stick with the running leads tonight. Again, I just want to try it, and I'm actually going to fish a semi-slack line, not a slack line. I'm going to try fish a little bit tighter, see if that makes any difference. And we are going to go in with no bait. So it's going to be no bait out there. I'm going to put 3 rods out over an area that I'm not putting any bait on other than my hook bait and 2 3-bait stringers, something like that. A 2-bait, a 3-bait, depending how well it ties. That's all we're putting out. So all 3 rods are going to be fished on stringers. That's it. It's overnight. We're going to see if less is more. Someone's commented, and I have took note of your comment, so thank you for that, saying they fished here for a period of time, done quite well, but they've done quite well over putting less in. So let's take the advice. Let's give it a go. Got nothing to lose, and I'll save myself half a kilo of boilies, won't I? So anyway, I'll see you with some burnt food. Here's that view again. I told you tonight's burning's a good one. I'm trying to turn a corner and not burn it so badly. But tonight we have, look at that. Butter cooked mushrooms, a rump steak and 3 eggs. And that has a view to eat me tea. Happy days. I'm going to bug off, enjoy that, and I'll bring you back when we're going to get some rods in. If any of you are wondering, do geese eat cheese? Yes, they do. They love it. Absolutely love it. Cheers all, first one of the vlog. That'll wash that lovely food down. That was nice. Nowhere near enough burnt, was it? I thought that when I was eating it, I thought, you know what, I'm going to get some shit for this one now because it ain't burnt enough. To be honest, maybe I'm like coming from the dark side to the not so dark side, who knows. But it was nice. But while I'm having my coffee, I will just say, as I always do, thank you very much to you lot for supporting the channel in whatever way that you do. Really is appreciated, and it really is, the channel really is growing because of you lot. Each video I put out, I never expected to be where I am at the moment. I was hoping for this in maybe 2-3 years down the line. I've not even been vlogging a year yet, and I'm already over 2.5k, so that's really good. So obviously you lot are enjoying whatever it is that I do. So from me, thank you very much. And if you are a newbie or someone who hasn't yet subscribed, please consider it. It is free, there's no contract, you can unsubscribe anytime. It just helps get my numbers up and more people discover the channel. But for you lot that already have, thanks very much. And for you lot that don't want to, but you stick around and you watch all the videos and just stay in the background, again, thanks very much. Just give it a thumbs up, it's more than enough. So what are we doing tonight then? Because I have actually got the next 3 days off. So, are we going to sit here for 3 days and try to catch a tench? A tench? No, not a tench. A carp from the Tench Lake. I hope we don't catch a bloody tench. I've jinxed it now. No, we're not, is the answer. I'm doing just tonight. I'll be gone by about 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. So I won't have to wind in and go to work at 7. I'm going to give it till 10 o'clock. And then I'm going. And I'm going to the Trent. So, after here, I'll be barbel fishing. Because I know some of you barbel lot watch these because I've put no barbel content up. There will be barbel fishing coming up very soon. But for now, tonight, my aim is to try and get a Tench Lake carp of any size. I don't care which one. So that's enough waffle on this clip. I'm going to drink my coffee. Then I'm going to actually show you the rigs, what we're doing. We're going to get some rods in now, finish my cooking, and I don't need to leave my swim. My cooking kit, if I just show you. We've got the old kettle down here. We've got a dirty spoon now as well. Never mind, eh? So we're all sorted. I haven't got to walk off the swim anymore. So I'll get some rigs baited up and we'll get some rods out. But again, from me, thanks very much. I can bring you back now. I've just been waiting for a plane to go over. You'll see my jumpers come off. It's bloody baking. I'm not even sure what I put my hoodie on for. You'll have to excuse the ducks in the background. This lake is absolutely full of ducks. But we are up to the rig stage. All 3 rigs are the same. They are the usual blowback rig. But all I've done here is I've trapped the hair with the stringer, so it can't tangle and flight. So that was one rig. That's the 3-bait stringer. Then these two are going out on 2-bait stringers. You'll see that all the same. The pink tipper is, where is the pink tipper? They're in here. The pink tipper we're going in with the plum because, like I say, oh bloody hell, I nearly dropped one. We can't be doing that. That is, yeah. The last time I cast one of these out in the main lake, we had a 31.5 common. So it'd be nice to do that in here, wouldn't it? And then we just got Manila Active tough ones, 16 millers. I've got a few of them left to get rid of, and then we'll be using krill tough ones. But for now, we're doing that. So we've got krill on the stringers and Manila as a hook bait with a plum tipper. Rigs are about, oh, I don't know, 8 inches long. I've lengthened my rigs a bit. The reason for that is I'm hoping if the tench do pick it up, they can spit it out again before they hit the lead. If I'm fishing a short rig, I'm going to hook a lot more tench, and I don't want to do that. So I know I'm going to get picked up by tench. You can't help that. You're on the lake full of tench. But if I can make it so the tench can get away with it, but not make it so the carp can get away with it, then that's what I'm trying to achieve. So that's why we're going with all 3 rods, fish the same tonight. No bait. Let's get them out there. Okay, it's time to get the rods in. It's a bit awkward to try and film it. So I'm going to try sort of show you on the lake where I'm casting. Not because I'm trying to hide it or anything, but I can't quite get the camera angle so you can see like me from behind because the bivvy's in the bloody way. So we'll have a go. But like I say, this is a right hand rod. It's going to go over in that open bit to sort of here. Okay, the middle rod is going to go very close to that, sort of in this kind of zone, at the same range. That's those two out. If I just walk in and show you the lines. Perfect. So left hand rod, that's sort of going over there towards those pads, so this is a slightly better angle, so I'll walk back around the other side and we'll get this one in. You'll have to excuse all the bird life, you just can't do nothing about it. It's mental on here for birds. So all three rods have gone out. Hopefully you've seen them go out. I'm not trying to keep a secret where I'm casting to. All I'm keeping to myself is how far out I'm casting and what I'm aiming at as my horizon markers. But all three are exactly where I want them. So I'm more than happy with that. I'm more than happy with the rig, hook bait choice. I think a string is a really good approach, a very underused one as well. It's all down to the carp tonight now, isn't it, if they play ball. And I've got an extra like 3-4 hours in the morning where I don't have to wind in, where normally I'm packed up and I'm going out the gate. So that could make the difference, who knows. But in case you're not aware, there's about 18 fish in here, that's all. 18 carp in this, I don't know what acreage this lake is. 2 maybe, 2.5. It's not massive, but there's not many fish and there's a lot of tench, so, and a lot of bird life, as you can hear. So it's not easy, but it'll be rewarding if I can get one. But for now, I'm just going to sign it off here, have a coffee in the background, sit and watch the sunset, and bring you back if there's anything to show you. Hopefully not a tench, and it'd be lovely to show you a carp. But if anything happens that's relevant, I'll put it in the vlog, and if it doesn't, I'll most likely see you in the morning. That's a nice view, watching the sunset, the last bit of light going down. Something I haven't mentioned about is the lines, why I'm fishing them so tight when I normally fish really slack. The reason is I've got running leads on and I want to just see how much indications I actually get from the tench picking me up and spitting me out, and just what kind of activity is going on, because a semi-tight line on a running lead, you'll know if you're getting any twitches, where on a lead clip, on a really slack line, the fish can pick it up, get rid of it, and you don't even really know about it. It has to hook itself and start to move away on a slack line to get an indication. Whereas here, because I'm fishing sort of like semi-slack, they're sunk on the bottom where they need to be, but they're tight back to the rod from there on, I'll get a lot better indication and I'll kind of know. So if I start getting like liners through the night and nothing comes of it, then I have to consider that maybe my rig is still getting picked up and it is getting spat out, or it's getting to the point where it's hitting the lead but they're still shaking the hook, and then I may have to change things around. But it's more an experiment than anything, fishing like this. I don't particularly like tight lines, but I've noticed on my little Lovells videos that a running lead on a slack line doesn't work very well. It needs to have a bit of tension so it can hit the, like, basically bounce the rod tip to set the hook. So that's why we're fishing like we are. But that is a stunning view there, so I'm going to get myself a little photo of that. Enjoy the rest of the evening, and I'll see you when it's time to give you an update. Sadly, there's nothing to report whatsoever, but listen how still it is and how quiet. Absolutely nothing. I've not heard a single thing. It's 2:20 in the morning. I thought I'm going to stay up late tonight and listen out and just see if I can give myself anything to go on. I haven't heard a single thing. So I suppose I better get my head down now and yeah, get ready to get up in about 3 hours time again. Good morning. It's that time, 5:15. Still dark out there. Nothing to report at all. Another really quiet night. That's 2 in a row on here now. The duck life out there is, I don't know, didn't realise there's that many ducks on here. I can hear the geese, I can hear the little babies making that little weird twitter chirpy noise they make. I'm sure you can hear everything going on there. The bats are flying around, everything's alive and active, yet the carp nowhere to be seen 2 nights in a row for me. So I'm not sure, but like I say, we've got a few hours this morning, so I'm just gonna lay back, watch the water, have a coffee, and see if I can sort of see anything ready for my next time I come on here, because I don't think it's going to happen this morning, but I hope I'm wrong. But again, I'm just sitting here with that sort of feeling that you know it's not going to happen, because they're either not here or they're not feeding. It just doesn't feel like you're going to get a bite, but let's hope I'm wrong and I can fluke something of any size out, because that would be a great start to my few days off. Anyway, I'll see you in a bit. It's fully light now. Look at the lake. It's like flat calm. There's no bubbling whatsoever. I mean, nothing. This is 2 mornings in a row now. I haven't even seen the tench feed. So I don't know what's going on, but it really doesn't look like a bite is going to happen. It looks lovely out there, but fishing condition wise, it looks terrible. Those rods, yeah, they're not going to move this morning, I don't think. I'm going to give it another couple of hours because I can afford to for a change, which is nice. And you never know. Maybe the old pink tipper one could get picked up over the rest. You never know, because I've got, how many baits out there? 7 free offerings. There's 10 baits out there, 3 are hook baits, 7 are free offerings. So yeah, it's a fairly good percentage, isn't it? But no, nothing. I thought maybe I might get some kind of liner indication last night. Not even the bats hit my lines, and the lines are going out fairly tight. And I've had no indication through the night of tench picking me up and knocking it around and nothing like that. So I was fishing for indications really through the night, and I've had none. So that doesn't really help me in any way what I was trying to achieve. So we'll just see this session out the way it is. If anything else happens in this session, you'll know about it. But if it doesn't, well, say if anything else, nothing has happened. If anything actually happens in this session, I should say, you will know about it. But if it doesn't, you'll see me for an outro. They're getting packed away and we're off to the Trent. I thought I'd just bring you back and do a little clip. It's an hour on from the last one now. The sun has moved round, or up in the sky I should say, and is like getting on the area that I'm fishing now. I've seen nothing still. No tench fizzes, absolutely nothing. It's really difficult to take anything from this session other than by like 8 o'clock in the morning the sun is on this sort of area of the lake here. I'm not normally here this time of day. I'm kind of been gone about an hour and a bit by now, so I don't see that. So at least I can note where the sun gets to first thing in the morning, because that's always a good spot to have your bait. So maybe I am in a good spot, especially for the morning bite time period. But I don't know. We'll see. The autumn's coming in, so it's kind of could be any time bite time period now, couldn't it? It's going to start changing, but we're going to give it. It's just gone 8 o'clock. I'm going to give it until 10. So I'm going to give it 2 more hours. See what happens. If nothing does happen, then that is me packing away, admitting defeat again, and going away thinking about how I can approach this next time. So if something happens, I'll bring you back. If it doesn't, I'll see you for an outro. And it's that time of the vlog. Get those rods in and it's time to get gone. One little last look at the lake. You can see blue clear sky, sun's on the water, no fish have got the backs out yet. It's 10:05, so I've actually squeezed an extra 5 minutes, but nothing whatsoever. So I'm going to get those rods in, do an outro. Unfortunately, that is the end of this vlog. A very uneventful one yet again. There's going to be quite a lot of those, unfortunately, because it's the tench lake. It's you're fishing for a low stock of carp, so there's going to be a lot of blanks, a lot of not much has happened sort of thing. But hopefully before the season runs out I can just get one, because that would be pretty cool. But from me again, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed something, and if you did, don't forget the old thumbs up, subscribe and all that business. And if you're out and about yourself, I hope you're being a lot more lucky than I am of late. But from me, that's it. I'm going to get the van loaded and we're heading off to the Trent. So hopefully you'll join me for the upcoming barbel videos. And if not, I'll see you on the next one. Take it easy.